Up and at 'em, everybody. Hank and Big Ben with you on this Tuesday morning. And the talk of the Commonwealth is the Better Business Bureau, keeping us up to date on what is happening out there. Nancy Cahalen with us. Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning. How are you this wonderful morning?
Well, doing all right. And you know, you have a very interesting subject that you have for us today, and this is one where, as the weather gets warmer, particularly in a city, you see more and more people who are kind of walking up and down the street. Some of them will have a lanyard, but they'll come knocking on your door. And one of the groups that is out there are these home security or alarm companies, and they're doing just that. They're kind of making these cold calls. They're just going up and down the streets. What you want to talk to us today is that sometimes when they grab you, boy, they don't let go. It's high pressure.
Exactly. The timing is right for them. The COVID restrictions have been lifted. People are traveling. They're taking vacations. They're going back out to work in an office. And so I think they want to feel, safe. Their home is safe and secure. So these door-to-door sales agents, they'll use a variety of approaches to get you to buy the alarm system. And a lot of times it's like a one-time limited offer. You need to act now. So what do we say about that? Anything where there's high pressure, you have to act now. They're not giving you time to do your research. That's a red flag. They might say you'll get a free alarm if you sign a long-term commitment. They're trying to talk you into something before you do your research, and that's never a good thing. They may pressure their way into your home because they want to see, windows or whatever. They'll have a reason, and then refuse to leave. And you don't want to be impolite or rude to tell them it's not, you're not interested. But don't let them in. It's easier and safer. Just say no at the doorstep and don't let them in. If they continue to pressure you, call the police. Really, that's not acceptable. They use scare tactics.
Right, they use those scare tactics. The other part of this is after you buy it, you're left with something you go, geez, not only did they did they pressure me into this, but you know what? This isn't what I wanted. This isn't as good as I could have gotten somewhere else. So then you feel doubly bad because you have something that's substandard.
Well, you're exactly right. You have to ask a lot of questions up front to find out exactly what you're paying for. And with a lot of these systems, there's also an ongoing home monitoring charge. There's a charge to alert you. There's all kinds of fees, and so you need to know the ins and outs of your contract. Is there another fee? Is there a third-party company that monitors? So, you need to take your time, check the contract, and avoid high-pressure sales tactics. One other thing to watch out for is some of these door-to-door agents will go to properties where there are already signs for security systems, and they'll tell you one of two things. They'll tell you that they're from your existing company and they need to upgrade or replace your current system.
Wow.
They're not going to come up to your door.
Right, exactly.
They're going to notify you some other way for that. And then others claim that your security company's gone out of business and they're taking over the accounts. So, that's another thing to watch out for. We've heard a lot of crazy stories. Now, there are a lot of good companies out there. You just need to check them out first. And you can do that easily and for free at the Better Business Bureau.
Boy, and I've got to say, too, one of these, Nancy, is something that you always say to us. When that deal sounds too good to be true, if that's part of what the pressure is, hey, I'm here today, and you know what I can do for you today? I can give you this great deal. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, deals that sound too good to be true often are not true.
Often, yes, absolutely. They're not true. And watch out, they should have company identification. I know I talked to Ben about he had someone come to his home. I think it was for energy. And he asked to see his ID, and the guy didn't have it. So
Huh.
that's really important.
Huh.
If they're going door to door, a lot of times they have to check in with the town to get permission, and they have to have proper identification to show you. So if they hesitate on that, that's a good time to close the door.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. What are some other tips that we may need to know to make sure that we're not getting taken?
Well, as I said, choose a reputable business. First thing you should do is, check them out. Carefully consider your security requirements and what your budget is. So you need to know what the system looks like that's going to serve your needs. Contact at least 3 companies before making a selection. Now that's really good advice for any time you get a large, home improvement type of project. You should talk to at least 3 companies, and if one of them is super low, you want to find out why. Do they not have proper insurance? Are they not properly licensed? Usually, there's a reason if their quote is tremendously lower than the others. And ask about charges up front. Prices for home security systems will vary based on the level of protection and the type of technology used. So be sure to compare bids on similar systems. Don't compare apples and oranges. Don't forget to factor in the initial installation charge as well as the monthly monitoring fees. Another good tip is check with your insurance agent because some systems may qualify you for a discount there, and that's going to help you pay those extra monitoring fees for the security. So know the ins and outs of your contract. Um, you know, what's your recourse if you're not satisfied with the services? Can you cancel it? What are your rights if your monitoring company is purchased or acquired by another alarm company? There's a lot of things to consider before signing on for a commitment like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Nancy, thank you so much, as always, keeping us up to date.
Well, it's my pleasure.
All right,
Thank you
Nancy.
so much for having me on.